I'm just wondering, as your voice evolves and stuff, and you were one of those artists who was thrown into the game at quite a very young age. Even when you say you were like debating about religion, you were 24, that's still very young. Can you like share the whole journey, the whole process, like what of like the linear process, like from like you doing your first song,
Yeah.
getting signed, the whole journey until maybe even now to where you
My
are?
first song was just after school. I think it was either after school or I cut school. I don't know. A friend of mine called Leanne. She introduced me to Sniper SB, rest in peace. And then I was in the studio and I recorded. Like, you know, he helped me know that's how you. This is how you record. This is what you. You know, at first you're just like, how do people record? And it seems like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a process. It's gonna be like this, you know, you never know. You get in there and you're just rapping and you can't you never know a lot of things. I find it so fun, like remembering like what I didn't know that I do know right now. But anyway, it was Sniper, and then we started making music together. In fact, we wanted to start a group. I think it was supposed to be like XP. I don't know. But we wanted to have a group where I was singing and he was rapping, basically. Actually, most of our songs were me singing and him rapping. There were songs where I was rapping, but like our songs were me singing and him rapping, and they were amazing. In fact, there's this song that I love. It's on my SoundCloud by King Kaka. Then he was Rabbit, um, Rabbit's Sniper, and me. It's a very lovely song. Yeah, so that's how I started, and then of course MC Africa, and then you know Wapi, and at times, actually many times, I'd go to Wapi just to be like the beatboxer and all that, and
You
then
beatbox as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
so because I was too shy to rap, and then now after that, MC Africa, then I got like, you know, this, oh my gosh, this rapper, you know, this big rapper who, you know, and then there was the prep track, recorded it. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be intentional. I'm gonna shoot. It was the first song that I've ever like really done anything for, like being very serious with it. It's like shooting
Was the
a
Nike
video.
placement intentional? You had like, what did you have? There's a
The
thing. There's a
Sony.
brand Sony. There
No,
was a
actually, it
brand thing that
wasn't.
there was
People
brand.
actually thought that.
Yeah, so it kind
It
of
was.
seemed
I had
like
Sony had. We had like
Sony
Sony headphones.
headphones.
Yeah,
Yeah, is that what led to the deal? What? Because
and I actually will never know. I
yeah,
will.
because when
I
I
guess
saw that, I was
what
like,
I
oh,
say is like
this.
it's the skill. I guess it's the skill.
Okay. Uh huh.
But we did that. We were intentional about like recording, getting it mastered and mixed, and you know like putting it out there and like promoting it. And that's when I started my own page. I think that's when I started like the XTATIC page or Twitter page. Yeah, I think it started in like 20. I had did I have the Facebook page? Really? No, I started it then, and then we even made shirts. Come to think of it, we made shirts, and my friend Liz was wearing this shirt, and I took a picture of it, and I think she shared. Um, and we went in like on a very small scale, scale, whatever. And then on Twitter we had Nick. By then I was working with this uh, manager called Nick Mugambi, and he helped me do a lot of that. Like I think even through Anita Nderu, they helped like promote it and put it out there. The track was by Provoke. The video Mush King shot it, and then once we put it out there, it was like people retweeted. It was like, oh, so this is how Twitter works again. At some point, you're like, wow, okay, this is how it really works. And then Chris Kirubi tweeted it, and then after that, a lot of people, even the Roots guy, Questlove, yeah, Questlove, when Questlove got it, like I was just like, no way. I was like, no way. It was like really, you know, like really good flow from a Kenyan rapper, like something to do like with that. It was really a moment where I was like, for real, like Questlove, for real. And then I was called by Sony. I think it was 1st April. I may be wrong, however, I think it was maybe 1st April. It's either that or it was on my birthday. Because I remember being like, is this April's Fools? Like, is somebody fooling me? Yeah, because I didn't know about, like, they just called me out of nowhere. Nobody was just like, oh, a heads up, somebody has been asking about you. Nothing. So I pick up the phone, I was like, uh-huh. It's like, hang up and call me back tomorrow. So I think it may have been like April. That's why I was just like, call me in a second, then I'll believe you. Or it may have been on my birthday. But I think on my birthday is when I signed or I got the contract or just something. Yeah, I'm just confusing dates, but yes. That's how it was. It was a really big deal. I was like, whoa, for real? Me? Why? Just one song? I was really nervous about it. And then now...
And how old were you at that time?
20.
20. Okay.
20, yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, I was actually 20. So, you know, come to think of it, when I look at, this is just a segue. Right now, like how we see young artists, and we think, oh my gosh, like this 18, 19, you know, 20-year-old, like they have it going on. And then it's just like, you really forget you got signed at 20. You really got signed at 20. And it's just like, yeah, actually. Because even when we look at this guy, can we talk for a minute? He was signed pretty young. Aaliyah was signed pretty young. Destiny, Beyonce, and all that. It's like, yeah, we get older and we kind of maybe forget that most of these artists we were just really young. Like, we were really young when we started doing this, or when we even got a bit of recognition. Yeah, so I was 20 then. And then, so gave me the contract, gave it to some lawyer, gave it to Nick, and then Nick gave it to a lawyer, and he was like, yeah, I think the contract is okay for you. But by then, you know, the thing is, it's not the contracts that are like, because people will talk about, oh, you didn't read, you didn't whatever. It's just like, would you have done it any differently? You know, it's just like, oh yeah, you're whatever, you're stupid, whatever. It's just like, no. Would you have done it any differently? The only thing I think is just one clause that would have changed, possibly just one clause or two. Let's just say only two. Either way, because you're thinking, I'm going into a label. They're pretty much going to be doing everything. They're going to be handling, you know, contracts with other people. They're going to be getting me shows. They're going to be whatever. If you have a good management, if you have a good label that truly wants to work for you, you're going to pretty much, you know, get all that you are looking for. And I feel like being that young and getting exposed, that was one of the perks. You know, getting exposed to this large market. There are people who even just, they didn't know my music. They, even till this day, they probably just knew like one song, but not paid so much attention. They just knew me for the deal announcement, you know? And then it's just like, when you look into it, it's like, oh, you're actually a pretty good rapper. It's like, wow. You just thought they signed me.